Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Saturday Morning Makes. Um, I don't have a whole lot to share with you, but I've got a few cards that I've made, and I've just purchased some products as well. I want to share those with you too. I got these Easter stamps from Impression Obsession, and I'll show you the picture here. It's these right here. I guess they're a limited edition for February 2023. And it's these little, beautiful little Easter stamps. I love these. I love the packaging, the way they come too. This is super handy because, you can keep them inside of the little plastic pouch here, and it's just super handy. So I got those. I also got from Impression Obsession the little sock bunny here. Little sock bunny. It's got the little teacups. I made some stuff with this set as well. I love this little sock bunny. I want to get the other one as well, where there's two little bunnies kind of kissing each other. Oh, I would love to get that, so that'll be my next purchase. Also, one of the things that I've used, I think I've shown you before, this is an old stamp set that I got from Simon Says Stamp. It came in one of their Easter kits. I think I've showed you this before, but this is one of the things that I've used. Oh, there's some little dots from die cutting. So yeah, that's another thing I used in my projects. From Impression Obsession, I also got, I'm so excited, I got the little Winnie the Pooh, the classic Pooh. So this is the little spring one. Oh, I think I have it backwards, sorry. Yeah, this is the one where he's got the little Easter basket with some eggs in it and some butterflies. It says, seek adventure, find joy, and happy Easter. I want to collect all the Pooh series, so I'll keep getting those. I got another one that I haven't opened yet. Haven't made a card with this yet, so that'll be one of my next one. He's in here trying to get coffee. That's definitely how it is, isn't it? There's not enough coffee to get started in the morning sometimes. So this is a set that I'll make something with that next time. And I wanted to show y'all what I found at Goodwill. This sweet little set, it didn't really come in a packaging at all. It just came like this, so I really don't know what the brand name is or anything because there's no info on it, but y'all might know, somebody may know or recognize it, but it's just got all kind of cute things. Happy Easter, just for you, little flower bouquets. But really what caught my attention is these little tiny bunnies. And look at this little tiny bunny. Thought they were so stinking cute. So yeah, I found that at Goodwill for like $1 or $2, I think. So couldn't pass that up. And my best friend Angela, hi Angela, she gifted me with the most precious stamp. Look at her. Isn't she just darling? I love her so much. About cried when she gave it to me. I just love it so much. It's so adorable. Let's see, where are we? So she is Miss Rachel in the Garden. Number 841-J, and she comes from Embossing Arts Company. This is from 1998. I just love some of these older stamps. I know a bunch of y'all out there do too. It's been such a fun thing to watch Saturday Morning Makes, and then kind of be reacquainted with the wooden stamps, because of course y'all are probably like me. I've been doing this for many years, and I used to have all kind of wooden stamps. I got rid of them, some of them along the way, and then started going with the ones that are kind of more like this, because they're somewhat easier for sure to use with your stamp machine, you know. But then watching these videos has just helped me to just reappreciate the wooden stamp, and just, I've collected so many now at Goodwill, and so many things that I've found that I would have paid a lot more for back in the day. So it's kind of nice. Now I'm just like, wow, I can get like 1,000 wooden stamps and it's not going to cost very much. Anyway, so this, her gifting this to me was just super precious, and it meant a lot to me. I love it. Another stamp that I used is this guy. I think this is a, I can't really tell. I can't read that. It almost looks like a dots stamp. This is called String of Hearts. Sorry, I'm out of frame, I think. String of Hearts, 134. But this is another stamp that I used in my card making. I found that at Goodwill as well, finding all kind of things. Some of the paper packs I've used, I also ordered this from Impression Obsession, is the Spring Plaids. And this is just the quintessential spring look, right? These beautiful pastels. So I used that paper pack. And then at Michael's, I found this paper pack. And that has some cute papers in it as well. And then at Hobby Lobby, I found this little guy. And there's some beautiful spring colors and floral prints in here. I love this one. So it's another thing. Some of the dies that I used, I can't remember where. I think these are from Amazon. But yeah, I keep a lot of die cuts in these little pink pouches. I got these from scrapbook.com. And they're just super handy. And I've got like a little box that just has a whole bunch of little pink pouches in it, and all I got to do is just pull out my pouch, and then you've got your little set in there. And if there's little extras that I've made and wound up not using in a project, or just didn't work out the way I thought it would, I just stick it in there. That way, you know, you might find something that you want to use that for. It's right here with the dies. So those are one of the die sets I used. Another die set I used, I also found this on Amazon as well. There's several types in here, but I'm going to show you the one I used. Is this guy, and there's a whole set of them from small to large. And what it does is it cuts out the center, and it cuts out the frame. So depending on how you want to use it, you can alternate or use the same color paper, but this is kind of what it gives you here. I just love that. So those are the things that I used in my projects. I'll go ahead and get to showing you the cards. This is from that Impression Obsession pack, the little spring pack there. Let me move all this out of the way here. And this is that little circle scallop die. And these are some of those papers from Michael's. And I just watercolored him. I find that is really my favorite thing to do. I pretty much half the time will just do a watercolor. I love it. But I put him on this little scallop paper. I kind of popped it up with some pop dots. I don't know if you can see that, but, and this is what the sentiment that came with it as well. Actually, no, I think this came from that Simon Says stamp Easter set that I showed you, this particular sentiment. But then this also came from Impression Obsession as well. So, and this is the inside. This is the little string of hearts there that you saw that I found at Goodwill. And this little guy came from that Simon Says stamp pack. And it's just a little egg a little chick popping out of his egg. I love that. I just love these colors too. This is just so very springy, right? So that's that card. Here is a Winnie the Pooh. Look at this precious Pooh. I love him so much. Just great memories, right? From childhood. He's just so, always so tender and sweet. But again, I watercolored him. That's what I always do. Or mostly do. With a little butterfly there. And I just love how soft the colors are. They're just beautiful. And the papers that I used here are, I think, just from other random paper packs that I had. And I don't think I didn't get time to do the inside of the card, so we'll do that later. Again, this is from the Impression Obsession stamp set. And this is that die that does the frame and cuts out the center. So this is my watercolor paper. And then I just use the frame that I cut out. And this paper is from that Impression Obsession pack. I just thought those were so pretty. The pinks and the purples just really kind of all go. And this is the inside. I don't have any sentiment or anything on it yet. And then the little egg there is also from that Impression Obsession pack. But yeah, I love the colors. Now this, you know what? I forgot to get this stamp out. Let's see if I can find it. Where are you? Where are you? I may not be able to find him. Oh, here he is. I forgot to show y'all this stamp too. This was also gifted to me as well. And look how wonderful. Look, it's Jeremy Fisher. I think that's his name. From the Beatrix Potter series. So yeah, this was a great find, or gift rather. I would like to collect every single one of these that I can, wherever they are. And this is from Stampendous. This is Beatrix Potter, of course. And let's see if they have any more information there. Yep, Jeremy Fisher. There he is. Look, Jeremy Fisher. There's the, I don't know if you can see that or not. But yeah, I just love Beatrix Potter and all the little characters. So I'm hoping along the way that I can find more of these guys. And I made a card. Here he is. I watercolored that image, and I just love this image. I think this is so precious. And then I've got like a little ribbon here with a button. Some different papers there. And this is the inside of my card. I kind of carried over some of that paper to the inside and then stamped a frog. And that's that card. Here is that little bunny rabbit that my friend Angela gave me, and I just love her. I'm going to make a whole bunch more too. So these are just such precious little spring images. I love it so much. Again, I did some watercolor here and just layered her up on some different colored papers. Got a little sparkly paper in there. Thought that was precious. This is the inside. So this is a random stamp that I had. This is little carrot is also a little random stamp that I had, and I cut it out. And then this, the border here, I also got, I think I showed y'all this already at one point, but I did find this at Goodwill. So I went ahead, I hadn't used them yet, so this was my first time making use of that stamp, so I thought that was really cute. So this is her. This is Miss Rachel in the Garden is her name. I love her. And that's that one. Now this card, I'm not done with it yet. I'm still working on it. This paper is from a Rolla Mija shop in the background, and then this is just some gingham that I had, and then there's some pink lace here, little fabric lace. And I've got a little pink button, flower button that I'm going to put here, and I just haven't finished. I figured I'd show y'all anyway, and I haven't finished the inside, so. But this is one of the prints. Again, I think I told y'all I got a whole bunch of prints off of Etsy of like French bunnies and retro bunnies and such, and this is from that set that I got. And I love him. Look at his beautiful floppy ears. I want to pet him. So that's that card. This card is the little sock bunny. Okay. And I watercolored him with the Tim Holtz watercolor pencils. And I deliberately did that because it was such a softer, super soft and kind of almost pale color. And it was easy to do. It was so pretty. So I've got the little sock bunny here. And what I did was I masked him on some of that. I'll show you here. I've got a mask. It's made with, I got this a long, long time ago from Inka Dinka Doo. It's stamping mask paper. And I masked, I've got several images in here, but I masked him with this. And then the little flowers that were in the pack. I might show y'all. I'm sure a lot of y'all know how to mask already, but it's still fun to show folks that maybe haven't seen it. But what I did is I put my little mask, literally is what it is. It covers it up. It's a mask, right? You line it up. Well, you line it up better than that. And then you take your image that you want to look like it's coming from behind. And I took the little flowers that came in that set and just kind of stamped around them, you know, like so. And then when you pull up your mask, you have that image whereby it looks like he's just sitting in a little patch of flowers and there's flowers coming up behind him. And I just thought that was so precious. Now I'm going to show y'all something. I forgot to take the lace here and put it behind this little yellow and pink panel. I didn't think about it. And I brought it around the edges here. And I just didn't think that looked very clean. So I'll just try to remember next time to make sure I'm putting it behind my panel before I adhere it to the very front, you know. But that's okay. You know, sometimes you do things and you're like, well, that doesn't look as cute as I wanted it to, but so what? It is still a precious card. So I just kind of carried over some of this is more of the Rolla Mija shop paper. And this is from that Impression Obsession pad. But I carried over that paper to here to kind of cover that up a little bit. I don't know if you can see it. And then just carried over the flower stamp here and over here as well. Now the corners here of this paper is just some paper I have in my stash. That is with a Martha Stewart punch that I've had for years and forgot that I had it. I've just been really loving shopping my stash and finding things that I haven't used, you know, so that's kind of my number one goal, is using a lot of things from my stash. Now, of course, when there's releases like this, occasionally, you know, it's kind of hard to resist to get some of these images. But, yeah, using your stash, there's so many things that you have that you can reinvent or reuse in a way that you may not have thought of before. So, yeah. Well, that is all I have for this time. I hope y'all have a great day, and I'll see y'all again, okay? Thank you.